Aboard the intergalactic warship Vanguard, an air of tension and anticipation pervaded the corridors and chambers, echoing the vast, silent expanse of space outside. The Vanguard was a marvel of engineering, a testament to the coalition of civilizations that had come together to face a common enemy threatening the very fabric of the galaxy. Among the diverse crew of the Vanguard was Colonel Sci-Fi, a towering figure from the Ryzak species, known for their imposing physical strength and strategic acumen. Sci-Fi was a veteran of countless battles, his reputation adorned with accolades and his chest with medals of honor. Yet for all his accomplishments, Sci-Fi harbored a deep-seated disdain for one particular species within the coalition: humans. Humans in Sci-Fi's eyes were a frail and inconsequential race, barely worthy of participating in the grand theater of interstellar conflict. Their physical weaknesses were apparent, their technologies underdeveloped compared to the other species, and their contributions to the war effort, in his opinion, negligible. One human in particular drew Sci-Fi's ire: Jake Sullivan, a young soldier who had recently joined the Vanguard's crew. Jake was unremarkable in appearance, his stature dwarfed by the towering Ryzak and other species on board. Yet, he possessed a quiet determination and a keen intellect, traits that often went unnoticed in the shadow of his more physically imposing comrades. Sci-Fi's disdain for Jake was not unfounded in his mind. During a routine training exercise, Jake had struggled to keep pace with his alien counterparts, his human limitations on full display. Sci-Fi had seized upon this moment, ridiculing Jake in front of the crew, undermining his confidence and reinforcing the stereotype of human weakness. But Jake was made of sterner stuff than Sci-Fi anticipated. Behind his unassuming exterior lay a resilient spirit and a mind capable of strategic thinking that rivaled the galaxy's finest. Jake knew that the upcoming mission, a daring strike against a key enemy stronghold, would be his chance to prove his worth and demonstrate that courage and intelligence could outweigh brute strength. As the Vanguard approached its target, a sense of foreboding filled the air. The mission was high risk, the enemy formidable, and the stakes unimaginable. The crew, a mosaic of species from across the galaxy, prepared for the battle ahead, each aware of the role they had to play. Sci-Fi, ever confident in his abilities, led the pre-mission briefing, outlining the strategy with precision and authority. Jake listened intently, absorbing every detail, his mind racing with thoughts of the challenge ahead. He knew that in the heat of battle, it would not be Sci-Fi's strength or the Ryzak's advanced weaponry that would make the difference, but adaptability, teamwork, and the element of surprise, qualities that were as human as they were universal. As the Vanguard dropped out of hyperspace and the enemy came into view, a feeling of unity momentarily eclipsed the underlying tensions among the crew. They were no longer Ryzak or human, Zeltron or Thoraxian. They were soldiers of the coalition, fighting for a shared cause, their survival intertwined. The battle that ensued was chaotic and fierce, the Vanguard and its allies clashing with the enemy in a maelstrom of energy blasts and tactical maneuvers. Amid the chaos, Jake found himself in a critical position, his actions carrying weight far beyond what anyone, especially Sci-Fi, could have anticipated. In the crucible of battle, under the unforgiving gaze of the stars, the true measure of a soldier is taken not in strength or stature, but in bravery, ingenuity, and the will to persevere. Jake Sullivan, the human soldier ridiculed and underestimated, was about to show the galaxy that in the vast, mysterious tapestry of the cosmos, every thread, no matter how seemingly insignificant, has its place and its purpose. The interstellar conflict raged with unbridled fury as the Vanguard and its coalition fleet clashed against the formidable enemy forces. Amidst the chaos, Jake Sullivan, the human soldier once belittled and overlooked, found himself in a situation that would test his mettle and potentially alter the course of the battle. As the Vanguard maneuvered through the deadly ballet of war, an unexpected strike crippled the ship's command center, leaving a vacuum of leadership at the most critical juncture. With Colonel Sci-Fi incapacitated and the chain of command in disarray, Jake instinctively stepped up, taking the helm with a blend of fear and resolve coursing through his veins. The crew, a collection of beings from across the galaxy, looked to Jake, their eyes reflecting a mix of skepticism and desperation. Despite their advanced technologies and superior physical capabilities, they found themselves adrift in the chaos, yearning for direction. Jake, drawing upon his human ingenuity and tactical training, began issuing commands with a clarity and conviction that belied his relative inexperience. The battle outside was a maelstrom of energy and debris, with the vanguard teetering on the brink of destruction. Jake, fully aware of the dire circumstances, devised a plan that hinged not on brute force, but on cunning and the element of surprise, traits that humanity had honed through centuries of conflict and survival. With the crew's hesitant cooperation, Jake initiated a series of deceptive maneuvers, masking their true intentions from the enemy. He orchestrated a feint that drew the enemy's attention away from their vulnerable flank, creating an opening for a decisive strike. The plan was audacious, fraught with risk, but it was their only shot at turning the tide. As the vanguard executed Jake's strategy, the crew's skepticism began to wane, replaced by a growing sense of awe at the humans' audacity and strategic acumen. The enemy, caught off guard by the unexpected tactic, scrambled to respond, but their hesitation proved costly. The coalition forces, galvanized by Jake's leadership, pressed their advantage, breaking through the enemy lines and sowing chaos in their ranks. In the aftermath of the successful maneuver, a palpable sense of relief and exhilaration swept through the vanguard. The crew, once dismissive of Jake, now looked upon him with newfound respect and gratitude. The human soldier, who had been ridiculed for his perceived weaknesses, had demonstrated qualities that transcended species and stereotypes: courage, adaptability, and a keen strategic mind. As the coalition fleet regrouped and assessed the damage, the impact of Jake's actions resonated far beyond the confines of the vanguard. News of the humans' pivotal role in the battle spread across the fleet, challenging long-held beliefs about humanity's place in the galactic hierarchy. Colonel Zivak, recovering from his injuries, found himself grappling with a profound realization. The human he had dismissed as weak and insignificant had not only saved the vanguard, but had also shifted the momentum of the conflict in their favor. In the crucible of battle, Jake Sullivan had shattered Zivak's prejudices, forcing the seasoned Ryzak commander to confront his own biases and acknowledge the intrinsic value of every member of the coalition, regardless of their species or physical prowess. The tide of the war was turning, and at the heart of this transformation was a human soldier whose actions had reverberated across the stars, serving as a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity and the unifying power of shared purpose and mutual respect. In the aftermath of the battle, as the dust settled and the vanguard limped through space, a new sense of camaraderie and respect permeated the air. The coalition fleet, a tapestry of diverse species and technologies, had witnessed the emergence of an unlikely hero, Jake Sullivan, the human soldier whose strategic ingenuity and bravery had turned the tide of the conflict. Colonel Zivak, now fully recovered, summoned Jake to the command deck, a place where just days before, the human had been subjected to ridicule. The Ryzak commander, known for his stoicism, faced Jake with an expression that hinted at a mixture of respect and introspection. "Soldier Sullivan," Zivak began, his voice resonant within the confines of the command deck, "your actions have not only saved this vessel and its crew, but have also provided a beacon of hope for the entire coalition. You have demonstrated qualities that are invaluable in this time of war: courage, adaptability, and a keen strategic mind." Jake, standing before the towering figure of Zivak, felt a surge of pride and vindication. Yet he remained humble, aware that his success was not his alone, but a testament to the potential of collaboration and mutual respect. "I did what I had to do, Colonel," Jake replied, his voice steady. "But I didn't do it alone. It was the crew, our combined efforts, that made the difference. We're stronger together regardless of our differences." Zivak nodded, acknowledging the truth in Jake's words. "Indeed, Soldier Sullivan. The coalition must learn from this experience. We have underestimated humanity, and in doing so, we have overlooked the very qualities that might be key to our survival in this war." The conversation between Jake and Zivak marked a turning point not only in their relationship, but also in the broader dynamics of the coalition. News of the humans' heroism and the Ryzak commander's acknowledgement spread like wildfire, inspiring troops and commanders alike. In the war councils and strategy meetings that followed, human representatives were given a new level of respect and agency. Jake, who had once been a mere foot soldier in the grand scheme of the war, found himself in a position of influence, his insights and strategies valued by species and commanders far more advanced than his own. As the coalition forces regrouped and prepared for the next phase of the conflict, a sense of unity and shared purpose emerged. The enemy, still formidable and relentless, now faced a reinvigorated and united front, bolstered by the diverse strengths and perspectives of its members. The war continued, with battles won and lost, but the legacy of Jake Sullivan and the pivotal battle fought by the Vanguard remained a beacon of hope and a reminder of the power of unity and diversity. Humanity, once seen as a minor player in the cosmic arena, had proven itself to be a force of resilience, innovation, and untapped potential. As peace slowly dawned on the horizon, with the coalition forces making significant strides against their common foe, the galaxy looked upon humanity with new eyes. The story of Jake Sullivan, the human who defied expectations and inspired a coalition, became a legend, a symbol of the indomitable spirit that resides in the hearts of all beings, regardless of their origin or stature. In this new era, as the galaxy began to heal and rebuild, the lessons learned from the conflict and the role of humanity within it shaped the foundation of a new galactic order, one built on respect, collaboration, and a profound recognition of the strengths inherent in diversity. The Vanguard, once a ship divided by prejudice and skepticism, now sailed through the stars as a symbol of a united front, its crew a testament to the enduring power of unity and the uncharted potential of the human spirit.